Your baby does not need words to tell you who feels safest. They show it in smaller ways than most people realize. In the face they keep looking for, in the body they soften into, in the way they fall apart, then calm down only when they are back with you. That is what makes this so easy to miss. A baby's deepest trust rarely looks dramatic. It looks immediate, physical, relational. And once you see it, some of the quietest moments stop feeling random forever. Harvard describes those back and forth moments, when a baby cries, babbles, gestures, or looks, and an adult answers, as the kind of interaction that helps build the brain for communication and social connection. UNICEF makes a very similar point. When caregivers notice and respond, babies learn that they are seen, and that relationship itself supports healthy development. Personally, I think a lot of parents look for trust in the loud moments, but babies often reveal it most clearly in the quiet ones. Here are 8 rare signs your baby may see you as their whole safe world. If you care about the hidden emotional logic behind your baby's behavior, subscribe to Baby Cues Decoded, where we decode what babies mean long before they can explain it. Sign 1. The face they keep searching for. When your baby keeps searching for your face, they are not only checking where you are, they are checking whether their safe connection is still there. The CDC notes that by around 4 months, many babies already look at you, move, or make sounds to get or keep your attention. That matters because it tells us this is not just visual curiosity, it is already relational. Your baby is not simply looking at the most interesting thing in the room. They are often looking for the person who helps the room feel organized. Adults sometimes assume babies stare at faces because faces are interesting. I think babies often do it because relationships are organizing their world. Your face becomes more than something they notice. It becomes an emotional reference point. Sign 2. The smile that waits for your smile back. A baby's real smile is not always just joy. Sometimes it is an invitation. Stay here with me. One of the sweetest things babies do with the person they trust most is this. They smile, then pause, as if they are waiting to see whether your face will brighten too. Healthy Children explains that when parents respond quickly and enthusiastically to a baby's smiles, the baby learns 3 powerful things: that they matter, that you can be trusted, and that they have some influence in their world. That is why this moment is bigger than it looks. A lot of parents think the smile is the reward, but sometimes the smile is actually the question. Will this become shared? And when you answer it warmly, the bond deepens. Sign 3. Reaching for you to be picked up. When your baby reaches to be picked up, they are not only asking for arms, they are asking to be gathered back into safety. Sometimes it is obvious, arms up, body leaning, torso turning toward you before the hands even fully lift. Sometimes it is subtler than that, but it usually means more than pick me up. Healthy Children says babies give parents the most important information there is: how they like to be treated, talked to, held, and comforted. So when your baby reaches specifically for you, that movement often carries memory inside it. It says, "Hold me in the way my body already knows." Some babies ask for love most clearly through the body, not the face. And trust, especially early trust, often looks physical long before it ever looks verbal. Sign 4. Falling apart when you leave, softening when you return. Sometimes a baby shows you your place in their world most clearly when you step out of it. Healthy Children describes separation anxiety as entirely normal and even as a beautiful sign of meaningful attachment. The CDC also notes that by around 9 months, many babies may be shy, clingy, or fearful around strangers. So when your baby protests as you leave, scans for you, cries harder, then visibly softens when you come back, that contrast is the point. It tells you that your presence changes their internal state. The baby who protests your leaving is not necessarily the hardest baby. Sometimes, they are just the baby being most honest about what your presence means. Their body is telling the truth before language can. Sign 5. Melting into your comfort after distress. When your baby melts in your arms after distress, that is not only relief, it is the body recognizing where safety lives. You can often see the change happen in stages. The crying is sharp, the body is stiff, the shoulders are tight. Then something gives way. The grip loosens, the breathing changes, the whole body starts to release. UNICEF explains that when babies cry, gesture, or babble, and a caregiver responds with eye contact, words, or a hug, those responses help build connection and support brain development. Healthy Children also emphasizes that recognizing and responding to your baby's cues shows them they matter and helps build trust. Some babies do not say, "I trust you," with joy first. They say it with surrender. And in that softening, trust becomes visible in the body. Sign 6. Babbling, then waiting for your answer. When your baby babbles and waits, they are not only practicing sound, they are testing whether connection will answer back. You can feel the shape of it when it happens. A little sound, then a pause, then the eyes on you, as if your baby is holding the space open for your reply. The CDC notes that by around 6 months, many babies begin taking turns making sounds with you. Harvard describes this kind of back and forth as serve and return, and UNICEF encourages caregivers to respond when babies cry, gesture, or babble, because those responses help build connection and support development. A baby's pause after a babble can feel tiny, but to me it is one of the earliest forms of relational hope. This is not noise, it is the beginning of conversation. Sign 7. Using you as a secure base to explore. A baby's whole safe world is not only the place they cling to, it is often the place they feel brave enough to leave and return to. This is one of the most misunderstood signs of trust. A baby crawls away, checks back, comes in close for a second, then goes out again. From the outside, it can look ordinary. It is not ordinary. The American Academy of Pediatrics says early relationships are biological necessities for lifelong growth and development. And 0 to 3 has long emphasized that responsive, predictable care helps babies feel secure enough to explore and try new things. Sometimes trust looks like closeness. Sometimes it looks like confidence. Trust is what makes distance feel survivable, because your baby is not leaving safety behind. They are carrying the expectation of it with them. Sign 8. Pulling you into their experience on purpose. One of the deepest signs of safety is this. Your baby stops only needing you for comfort and starts wanting you inside what they are seeing, feeling, and discovering. They look at the object, then at you, then back at the object again. It seems so small that a lot of adults miss what is actually happening. Healthy Children describes joint attention as looking back and forth between an object or event and another person and connecting with that person. And it calls joint attention a building block for later social and communication skills. To me, this is one of the richest forms of early trust. The highest form of early trust is not just help me feel better. It is, come see what I see. Your baby is not only asking for comfort anymore, They are pulling you into shared reality. This does not mean every smile, every cry, every reach, or every babble is automatically a deep attachment signal. Sometimes babies are hungry, tired, overstimulated, uncomfortable, or simply doing what is developmentally typical for their age. These are not diagnoses. They are invitations to pay closer attention. The CDC is very clear that milestones are clues about development, not a diagnostic tool, and that if a child is missing milestones, loses skills, or you have broader concerns, it is worth talking with your child's doctor. In other words, this video is about noticing patterns, not forcing meaning onto every single moment. The more clearly you answer these bids for connection, the more your baby learns that safety is not random, it is reliable. So what should parents do more of? Slow down enough to notice. Answer the smile. Answer the babble. Pick up the reach. Respect the protest. Stay warm, readable, and dependable. UNICEF encourages caregivers to notice what babies do and respond with words, eye contact, or a hug. Healthy Children makes a similar point. When you respond warmly to your baby's smiles and other cues, your baby learns that they matter and that you can be trusted. Personally, I do not think babies need perfect parents here. I think they need parents who are readable, responsive, and real, often enough that trust has somewhere to land. So the next time your baby searches for your face, reaches for your body, falls apart when you leave, softens when you return, or keeps pulling you back into their world, do not dismiss it as random baby behavior. Long before babies can explain what safety feels like, they already know how to move toward it. And if you want more videos that decode the emotional logic behind everyday baby behavior, subscribe to Baby Cues Decoded.